On to the TA report.
Hey, this will be more succinct than normal because I was not here. So Aubrey did provide some information and I'll just hit some highlights. Having a coffee hour on May 5th, and we expect people to want to talk about town meeting. The town meeting information has gone out. The podcasts are starting, the videos will be coming out, and we'll be sending out one message a day on all platforms to include City in the Woods. And we expect the mosquito will be covering town meeting heavy. If anybody has any more information or wants to come talk about it, please do. Some HR reports for you. The biggest news, the mosquito put it out tonight. We've just been holding the information just to make sure that everything is final, but Chief Amendola was selected to be the next police chief in Bedford and has given his final date as June 8th. So with the select board's approval, I will be appointing, or you will be appointing through me, the deputy chief who is here tonight to serve as the new interim chief for an indeterminate period. Right now, we're thinking around 6 months, which should give you time to talk about your next chief options and what's next. So we've been planning this for a while. The succession plan, we think it's the right move and the right idea to just take our time and make sure that we think through this important position. And I have full confidence in Deputy Chief Booth's ability to be the interim. Also, Eliza was appointed tonight for COHS van driver. As we discussed, we talked about the IMA, and open enrollment and benefits has been working through Aubrey and Jessica. That'll be coming around to employees to include a fair where employees are mandated to come and talk about the benefits, so they're aware, or sign waivers saying that they don't want them. But we are trying to make sure that they understand their benefit package. We received a significant amount of interest in our house doctor agreements. We are putting together a committee to do your designer selection for that, and we'll be bringing the results of that to you for final approval. Our roads package for the year to include Audubon Lane will be going out in the next couple of weeks, which is the same time frame as last year, for paving to begin in July and August. It's important for you to know that we have a great solution for a problem that we have at Town Hall with our water. The water heater, which is enormous, is failing, and it gives us the opportunity to make it smaller, which is allowing us to not need to expand the mechanical room. Stephen did a great job sizing this, making sure that we made a good decision, and has saved us a lot of money in terms of the immediate need to expand the mechanical room. So much credit to him and the MFC for working through this. However, next week we're gonna have to close Town Hall on May 7th and 8th as they drag that giant water heater out of here and put in a new one. We're communicating to everyone that may or may not need to use Town Hall. There will be staff in the building, but we are closing it to the public because we can't provide bathrooms or any services that are needed for the public.
There's no bathrooms for what staff? What staff?
We're going to open up the bathroom in the fire department, but we don't want to make seniors and others walk down there. The one caveat is, although we don't normally get last day voter registration for town meeting, it's very rare. They will be open that day. The staff's going to split the shift to make sure they're open for people to register, and we'll communicate that to the public. I think we've had one in the last 2 or 3 years, one person. So it's not a huge concern, but we do need to provide it. You heard a lot tonight about the library. The numbers are good in terms of the bids to include the coils project. You approved as a town $700,000 in order to do that project. It came in as the alternate bids under $600,000, which allows for a contingency and the need to make sure that all the housing for the units and everything is covered. And then the commissioning. So we do believe that project is under budget. We've heard that a few times with these projects, so we're pretty pleased to give you that report. Police station, we're working on furniture procurement and upgrades, and tying that to PEG funding to try and create some more contingency and or lower the tax impact. Thank you to Suzanne Spinney for her work on that. She basically did all the procurement and selections free of charge. Classic Carlisle volunteerism. You heard a lot of great news tonight about the fire station. The costs are below. There's still, those numbers are very optimistic because there's still a lot of work to do in vetting those costs, but it is going to be no more than the 17.5 that's on the warrant, which means we don't have to go to town meeting and say the number is going to be higher, which is great. And we do hope that'll be significantly lower, but we're not ready to say that yet. There's a Rotary sign approval in your packet in the report that Aubrey provided. And I would just like to quickly recognize Megan Sullivan, our conservation administrator. She's doing a real good job But in particular, she got a grant to fund the Office of Dam Safety Inspection of the Curve Street Dam, which is the next dam that you're gonna be hearing about besides dam number one. This allows ODS to go in, inspect, and make sure that it's compliant for safety reasons. That is a much more health and welfare safety dam than dam number one, which is more agriculturally based. So that inspection is important, and we were trying to find funding for it, and Megan did find funding for it without impacting taxpayers. So thank you to Megan.
Hold on.
Some upcoming discussions for you, fire and DPW, as you know, reviewing your town meeting articles and some cleanup stuff, because some of you are quitting and no longer serving on the select board. So we'd like to finish the code of conduct, the executive session minutes, and some MVP work before the sport pumpkins in 2 meetings now.
May I just interject on the executive session? The thing came up, it said ideally at 7 p.m. We do that in public? Is that it?
No,
I think,
Or
you
is it-
mean 6:30, the executive
Well,
session?
it was on
know.
there.
I wondered if that was
And
a
I didn't
mistake,
know
though.
what.
it was a
that meant.
question of if, depending on what we have on the agenda, we might just have executive session start at 7
Oh, okay.
instead of showing up early. If we don't have too much on the agenda, we'll just start at 7 executive session.
Okay.
Versus we wouldn't do that and then have obviously have community. So
We had some contingency space for town meeting, and we're being pretty efficient this year, so might have some room to not do extra. Nice.
And the other
Yeah.
little cleanup thing is the CPC recommendation for the CPA projects that the select board. takes position.
nope, we get all on. Well, we discuss it Thursday. Most people want to show up early.
And the dates, the upcoming select board dates, so this does not have that end of May, what is it, May 28th?
Keep taking that one off.
Fourth Tuesday, and I know you're not here, right? You're doing your military
Yeah, I'm
training,
not
but,
here, so I'm here. No, May 28th.
so that should be added in, I'm assuming,
Yeah,
okay,
that, I'm hoping to be an
Just said the,
an
yeah.
abbreviated meeting on the 28th. But
Wait,
Well, because
May
what did we
20?
just say we were gonna do on the
Wait,
28th? Oh, the town meeting,
whoa,
right, setting the date for the, finalizing the date, right? Or, yeah,
yeah, there might be a couple of things. on there.
yeah,
But we, if that, and then maybe we go out for
yeah, that'd be
drinks
nice.
afterwards.
Yeah.
Celebrating.
May 28th?
Yeah, isn't that the
That's
fourth
Thursday.
Tuesday?
No,
That's
I think
Thursday.
26th.
Tuesday, must be the 26th.
Yeah, 26.
Yeah, sorry.
That would be Barney and David's last.
We'll go whoop it up without Ryan.
And
I won't be
Travis,
there either. Unfortunately, no.
What day? I'm sorry, hard to
The
follow.
26th May, the Tuesday, the 26th.
Which is not we don't have a select board meeting, or we do?
We do, but it'll, a short one. It-
Okay.
Our chair, our school chair.
Yeah.
Okay, May 26th. Okay, I got it. Yeah.
Where the lame ducks decide everything.
Ah, I was gonna say earlier, I didn't get a chance to say it, but June 2nd, I would call that Liberation Day. Myself and Barney.
Yeah, David, I think you and I need to have a conversation about that last select board meeting.
we had a question on the ballot. Do you oppose David not leaving the select board? Oh, yes or no? All right,
Confusing.
all right, is that?
That's it.